This is Computer Science 1213, Intro to Computing. I'm Chris Rule, the instructor, and this is the worksheet on advanced arrays. It's not really advanced arrays, it's just looking at another type of array. I left off a lot of the work on this, so don't be apprehensive about the title. What we're looking at today is a piece of Java code where you have a string type of an array called word array, and then you have the equals. So you have the type and the name, and then on the other side of the equals you have the values. And the syntax or the structure of this is to use the curly brackets, open and close, with the strings in between separated by a comma. This particular array only has two elements. It has the word hello and the word world. You can see it down here in this explanation down here with the index numbers. So the first array element, which is hello, has the value of hello, has the index of 0, because as you know, all arrays start with 0. And the second one, called world, has the index value 1. So this first part, this third line here, second and third line, is the declaration for that string array. The next line, the system out print line, prints the value that's in word array index number 0. And the next line prints the length of the word array. So it's a kind of a function. You can print out how long an array is. Then we have another declaration statement. This is a double, so this holds numbers with digits potentially to the right of the decimal. It's an array, because you have the square brackets. It's called number array, there's the name. Then we have an equals, and it's a new array that's a double type that has 365 elements in it. Then it says print out the length of the number array. And this is the code. What will the printout be on system out print line word array 0? I'll let you figure that out. What about system out print line word array length? I'll let you figure that one out. System out print line number array length. So there you go. What is the index for the element world? Now this 2b isn't worded that great. It says, how would you access the last element of number array? What's the syntax? What's the code for that last element in number array? So if you wonder about that, you can look back at the arrays and for loops. It shouldn't be too difficult. Consider the first element of number array. Give the code for printing the first element of the number array. So use this line as a guide to answer that question. What happens when you print the first element of the array? In other words, what does it return? Did we store anything in there? So when you declare a double 365 array, and you haven't put anything in those elements yet, since it's a double, it would be a 0.0. If it was an integer, it would just be 0. What code initialized the first element? Well, the declaration statement. Not only initialized the first element, but all 365 elements. So if you ask to print not the first element, but say the last element of the array, number array, given the code that we have so far, you would get the same result as you get on 3B. So when it gets declared, the 0.0 gets stored in each one. And that concludes the advanced array worksheet.